What's up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Lili. If you haven't been to the channel before, I'm documenting my real estate investing journey and just bringing you guys along with me. If you have been here before, you've probably seen this episode, which was the last day in a life video where I went on an appointment to try and close a wholesale deal, and we found a plumbing leak, and I honestly did not get that deal closed. I ended up canceling the contract because the seller didn't want to decrease the price. But today we're going on another appointment, and I have 4 buyers meeting me out at that appointment. The last one only had 1 buyer there, but this one I've got 4 buyers out there. The agent will be there. The seller is leaving so we can go in. So there's going to be a lot of things to manage. But the good thing is that I've been completely upfront with the agent. She knows that I have partners that I work with and that they'll be coming through today. And then she also knows that I'll be assigning this contract because when I submit my offer, I included in the terms that I have every right to assign this contract. If you guys want a copy of my offer sheet, you can click the link below for a free download. It'll take you to my website. You can download it there. But yeah, so I feel comfortable with that. It'll more just be kind of, are the 4 people that talk to me going to show up? What are they going to think of the house? This one in particular, this property is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and it has some structural damage. So it has some structural damage. It needs a new roof, and it needs some siding on the outside repaired from some wood rot. And so those are kind of the big ticket items. And luckily the seller had got a quote done. And so I was able to send that quote on to the cash buyers. And I think the work is going to be around $20,000. I'll double check and let you guys know. But that'll be $20,000 for that. And then the interior of the house, someone's living there right now. It's really not in bad condition. It's not like it's super updated or high end or anything, but the inside's in pretty good condition from the pictures. I haven't actually been inside yet. I did the whole offer just based off of pictures and numbers, talking with the agent. And that was actually part of how I got the deal, was moving so quickly. So when the property came on the market, I think I saw it like 23 minutes after it came on the market because I was sitting at my desk, I was working, and I was looking for new properties. And so I immediately called the agent. I told her I'm an investor. Myself and my partners are looking for properties that we can either fix up and rent out, or that we can flip. And the reason this one caught my eye was because the dollars per square foot was so low, and in the description the agent wrote investor special. Because the property has those structural issues, needs a new roof, etc., it's going to have to be a cash purchase. Basically, when somebody goes to buy a property from the bank is going to say, okay, is this property in livable condition? Is it in good enough condition for us to loan you $50,000, $100,000, to buy it? And so this property, the bank would say, no, it's in too poor of condition. The seller would have to fix all of these issues before the property could get a loan from a bank. So only investors are able to buy this property. And that's one of the reasons that I still like to look on the MLS, is because even though most properties in the MLS are for homeowners that are going to end up living in them, there are some people who have a property that needs an investor to come in, and they put on the MLS. And so that was the deal with this one. Now, when I called the agent and I told her what we were looking for, I told her that we don't have an agent on our team, so she could represent us and get 6%. She was definitely super excited about that, super willing to help us out. And she told me that the seller was going to need a little bit of a longer closing because she has to, she wants to move out of this house and move somewhere else. And so typically you have 30 days to close, to move out of the property, etc. And so I said, would 45 days make it easier for her to, sell this property to us? And she said, definitely. And then something else I thought of was that while she's moving out, there's going to be some stuff she wants to take, but there's also going to be some things that she doesn't want to take. And so I offered, in my offer sheet, I wrote that the seller could leave whatever items she wanted on the property, and we would dispose of it after closing. So she didn't have to load things into a truck or take them to the dump or anything like that. Just pack up what she wants and head out, and then she could leave anything else. So I think those were 2 main things that really helped me to lock up this deal. In terms of the numbers, it was for sale for $89,900. I initially offered $73,900. She came back and countered at $79,900. I offered $76,000 and she accepted. So we landed on $76,000. And now we're heading to the property for me to see it for the first time, for hopefully all 4 of my buyers to come by and see it. And we'll see what happens. And then what will be really cool, I forgot to tell you guys, is right now I actually have 2 properties under contract. So I have this one, which is like a fixer-upper, and then I also have a property that is in really good condition. It's move-in ready. It was actually just flipped in November of 2018, but the seller has already moved back home. He's moved a couple hours outside of town and just wants to kind of be done with the property. And so we're working on a subject to deal for that one. I'll kind of do a complete video on it and explain what the subject to is. But basically, rather than taking the old loan, right, he owes like $80,000, rather than a cash buyer coming in and paying $80,000 to purchase the property, what they're going to do instead is just take over his mortgage payments. It's much more complicated than that. They're going to get ownership of the title of the house, but leave the mortgage in the homeowner's name. So we're trying to figure that out. But some of the people that are coming today to see this house are also interested in that house. And so if I can pass off both of them to the same investor and just like have that be a sure thing, I would definitely prefer to do that than pass off one and still be spending time on the other one, just because, you know, I want to get this deal done. And so this is the neighborhood. The house is up here on the right where that yellow sign is. And unfortunately, next door, the neighbor has a bunch of boats and a truck in front of his house, which is not great. But they said they're super nice people and they're working on getting that removed. So this is the house. We're gonna wait for the agent to show up and then wait for our buyers. All right, while we're waiting, just take this as an opportunity to say thank you guys for watching, to, you know, turn the like button blue, subscribe, all that good stuff. But if you have questions about the process, check out the playlist that I'm gonna link below, and also ask your questions in the comments, because I wanna make sure that as I'm learning things, I'm sharing these things with you guys. And some of the questions that you guys have, I've had, and I've been asking other investors or other agents. And so, yeah, let me know in the comments. And, Hey guys, doing?
How are you guys?
Doing well. This is my brother.
Hello.
We've got my brother. We've got one of my partners and his father, right?
Hi.
Family affairs.
Hi.
And then there's 2 contractors walking around the back somewhere.
Okay.
They figured they'd start outside.
She does have her dog in the cage in there. So
Okay, in the bedroom?
Yeah, it's caged.
Okay, gotcha.
Sweet dog. So.
Gotcha.
And then this is where I was telling you that they took out there was a post here, and the guy said it was going to be about $400 to fix it, and so she just never got it fixed.
Hi, puppy. I'm sorry, you look scared. Hi, baby.
Oof.
Definitely a lot of structural damage. The ceiling. Yeah, hopefully it's all works within the budget. It's just the structure and the roof. Oh. That root is definitely running towards the house.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's probably that cracking over there. Remember what the last guy said about stacking wood? Encourages termites. I'm gonna move through here quick because it's probably mosquitoes. See this? The inside's not too bad though.
No, it's not. Just the damage that's taken from the foundation, but other than that, I mean,
Right.
maybe new floor in the bathroom, new shower, and that.
Right. Well, we'll be right out front. Just let me know if you guys need anything or if you want to chat.
I'll do it. Thank you.
Yep, for sure.
I'm gonna go up in the attic real fast and look at the wood and chat.
Have fun. All right, guys. So far, I hope you can hear me through this mask. I'm smiling. So far, 2 buyers are here. One group is going up in the attic. They really like the house. The structural damage is obviously extensive, but that's what I told them. And so I feel like I did a good job of portraying it and sending out the quotes. And the inside does look good. I mean, the flooring's not bad. The flooring's not bad. Yeah, the kitchen's not bad. Bathroom's not bad. So that's all good. We're waiting on 2 other guys. I'm going back in the car. Hey.
Hey, so we're gonna go back to the house, run some numbers, and I'm gonna talk to Buford, who's my guy. I'm gonna see if he can't come out here to just inspect the foundation.
Okay, does he need to get inside?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
If you just let me know when he's coming by, we'll tell the homeowner because she is still living here, so
Okay.
there's not a random guy walking around.
Right.
But yeah, that'd be great.
Cool, perfect. Thanks
Awesome.
so much.
What are you guys thinking so far?
I like it. I want it.
Okay. Awesome.
We'll just have to. We'll see what the numbers look like after we're completely done and add everything up. And,
Yeah.
and I'll holler at you.
Let me know what works.
Cool.
Thanks for coming by.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too. All right, so he said he wants it. You just got to run the numbers.
Cool.
He's gonna have a guy come out and walk around the outside to give him a better estimate on the structural. I mean, that structural on the back, the whole side of the house is like all the brick.
Yeah, it's
You
horrible.
can see straight down
Dang.
between the brick and like the actual house itself.
Yeah, and the wood in the back. There's a whole lot of poop back there too. I don't know if you saw.
I didn't even see that.
I was like,
I hope I ain't
watch your
stepped in
step.
it. All right, 3 down, 1 to go. He said, all right, I'm gonna go home, crunch some numbers, and he's meeting me at 11:15 tomorrow at the other house as well. I wonder what they're gonna offer. You know, because like on the ones where people weren't interested in, no one came out.
Yeah,
You
there's
know,
gonna be a
this
big war.
one, you're not climbing in the attic of a house that you don't want to buy. He said he wants it. So it's just like, what are they going to offer? And then of the 3 people that came so far, one of them is also coming tomorrow to see the Subject 2 house.
Nice.
And then the last guy that's coming is coming to see this one and also coming tomorrow. And so I will go with one of those 2 people
2 for 1.
to get both.
Speed. It's about speed.
Yeah, and I don't want to have to spend so much more time on that other house if no one's going to take it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, because I'm asking for $10K on each.
Yeah.
So even if it's like I end up making, you know, $15,000 rather than $20,000 or something, to give them both to the same person would be great.
Yeah.
What I like about that guy is that as he's walking through, he's explaining to me what he's seeing. And that is just going to help me in the future. Like, he's explaining to me how he's looking at the cracks and what he sees on the ceiling and blah, 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 blah. So that was really good. And then luckily, so he was telling me that, you know, at this price point, and he said really at any price point, he's not looking to do any high-end flips. He's not looking to like come in and tear everything out and put like the most expensive material, because similar to what you've been saying, he's like, if you can push the price from $140 to $150, but you got to pay $12,000 to do it, it doesn't make sense. You're losing money, even though you're quote unquote selling it for more. You're still not making more.
Right.
So he was saying with this one, it's just a matter of getting the structural right and repairing like the cosmetic damage from all of that, right? Like all the cracking and stuff like that. But he was like, the cabinets, he'd keep, paint them, you know, put new hardware. He said the flooring, he was gonna try to fix the place where the laminate has slid apart. He said he would try real hard to fix that, put new carpet, and that's it on the inside.
Yep.
And I mean, that will cost you less than 10 grand, Right, so think about it. If you can do and then the other guy, the third guy who came, he said he thought the quote was high. He said he could do it for less with like the roof and stuff.
Cool.
So it's like they could probably put 20-30K max into the property and sell it for 140, 150.
Right.
And they're getting it from me for 86.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know where I'll end this video, if I'll end it today, or if I will just like pick back up tomorrow and make one video with covering 2 days so that we can see like what offers come in and you know what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I would definitely say that was a successful day. All 4 people that said they were gonna come came. That was the most interest I've had on any of the contracts I've gotten. And then the other thing was, he asked me about the ARV. I said 150. One guy said 140. One guy said 160. So I told him that, and he was like, well, they're all right, because yeah, if you leave it as is and don't even replace the carpet but just shampoo it, you can probably sell for 140. But if you rip everything out, put granite, you know, tile, blah blah blah, then yeah, you can sell for 160. So it just depends. So I think it's more about like getting it as far beneath market value as you can, and then letting your investors decide what they want to do with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they have options.
It's a good enough deal that they have
what they
options.
want is a deal that gives them at least one option.
Right. What's up, guys? I'm over at my parents' house, and I'm saying hi to Shuri. If you can see, like, stop screaming. She's screaming right now. If you can see, her tail is turning red. Like, she has 2 red feathers and the other ones are brown. That's because she's getting older. Where are you going? She probably wants food. That's why she's screaming. Anyway, I was going to say that another thing I was happy about today is that the agent gave me no problems, you know, with so many people coming to the house. And I think that's just because I set her up like, hey, I'm going to have partners coming over, contractors, you know. I let her know that it wasn't just me. And so, yeah, I was glad that we didn't have any issues. But yeah, go follow Shuri on YouTube. Woo!